Hey guys, this is Rob, aka Anomaly, back for another video. I know it's been a while, guys. Just been doing my thing, but I'm still here for everyone that is concerned. I still have a lot of content to share with you guys. So today we got a really special project. I'm here with my boy at Macabre Art Studios. And I'm honored and fortunate enough to be able to see this piece that you guys are looking at in hand. There was some concerns because the customer, shout out to that customer, you know who you are, you're very lucky that was graciously allowed us to review this and to get my perspective on this. And easily, and I know I keep saying this, guys, but there's just a constant and persistent evolution with Macabre Studios and their artworks, and these guys work really hard and they're constantly pushing the bar and the envelope in this piece. Definitely 100% we'll show that once we start getting into the details. So just quick before I start the review, this is a fully custom piece, and when I mean fully custom piece, I mean truly custom, down to the body, down to the clothing. Everything is sculpted and then 3D and completely custom body, and this is a first. This is the first for the hobby, at least to my understanding and from what I've heard. So without further ado, let's go into the details. There's a lot here to go over, so just relax. And again, if you got that ADD, fast forward, take your meds, whatever that is, and let's get right into it, guys. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, we have a lot to cover here, so let's just get right into it. These are the 3D boots for this piece. Again, this is a concept-based Freddy. If you guys see this, I got a lot of light here. So beautifully sculpted. These are magnetic, as you guys can see. You can remove these and you can swap it on with these skeleton feet, which creates a really nice and scary and rather unique look for Freddy, kind of something you don't see too often. What I noticed with these is the amount of detail. Again, these are painted by Macabre. You got real laces here. It looks like you even have like a leather tongue. If it ain't leather, let me feel this. It feels, yeah, it is. That's really cool, actually. I didn't even notice that. Painted and grimed up nicely. If you look at the bottom, exceptional details. Just very grimed out at a really high level. Here's the other one right here. As you can see, these boots are differentiated in the sense that you see that the top of the heel is like removed or scuffed up, missing, whatever. Again, really nice attention to detail here. So we'll put these to the side, and then again, it's a lot here, guys. And this is the hat right here. Since we're here, we'll just show this off right quick. Again, fully custom. Painted very nicely, and just a lot of details. Kind of has like a glossy effect, so the focus is a little challenge, but you guys kind of get what we got here. Let's zoom in on that. The texturing is impressive. It feels like and looks like an actual hat in terms of the texturing. It has a nice little gloss to it, so that's that, and we'll show it on the figure as well shortly. Alright, before we get into the figure, guys, we're just going to this dio. This dio is supposed to represent, as I said prior, guys, this is a fully conceptual piece. This dio is representative of that. I guess it's kind of like on a Hellraiser tip slash. It's kind of like someone wanting to bring Freddy back from the depths of hell. Literally, you got bones. You have like a scenery that just looks like. I'm sorry if the finger's in the way, but you guys can see it's just a very dungeon-like, kind of dingy, just blood and gore. There's a lot going on here, guys. So what I'm gonna do right quick is I'm gonna move the figure. The thing I noticed about this dial right off the rip is that we have a lot of color going on here, a lot of detail. Again, this is a fully custom and built dial, and in person it's very impressive. It's imposing. You guys can see here we got some gore details right here. Really great blood work. I mean, I've always said that Macabre does some of the best blood and weathering work that I've seen. It's a mix between, I would say, betas and ones. It's not too little, but not too crazy. I love all the texture details that we're seeing here. Got like a kind of like a fence-like material. Just a lot of, look at this, guys, right here. Look at these details. You got like this rustic look thing going on here. Again, a lot of great textures, a lot of great detail. Very colorful, very vibrant. Will look really good under light. Right here we got some, I think these are like gears. It's just like kind of a mechanical room type of, or dungeon type of, again, it's conceptual, but it actually goes very well with the dial. If you ask me, it looks right, it blends right. And let's take a look at some angles of this dial, guys, as I move it around. I really want to give you guys the best perspective of this, because this is a really phenomenal work here, and I want to make sure that it's recognized. So here we got some resin puddles here that are reflective. It looks like we got like throw up and blood and grime. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It looks nasty, let's just say that. You have this massive bone here. Someone stripped all the meat off it. But again, guys, let's take a look at these gears right here that we have. Again, just want to make sure I capture all the details here. Whoever's getting this dial, again, is very, very lucky. And I notice in particular, especially when the light's on it, the blood and gore details here really, really stand out. It's quite exceptional. So a lot of killing going on here, guys. All right, so this is pretty much the dial. Hope you guys have a really good feel for us, take a perspective. And let's take a look at the bigger now. So let's get right into it. Again, these are the magnetized skeletal feet, which add a really awesome dimension to this piece. And my God, there's just so much going on with this piece, guys. I don't even know where to start. Again, I want to make it clear that everything you see here is proprietary to Macabre Studios, with the exception of one thing, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But here we have pants that have been tattered and cut up exceptionally well. Tons of details, and it has that nice wet look to them. I love the material that they consist of. It's not like too thick or too thin. It's kind of just right. It has a nice gloss and wet feel to it. As you can see, there's tons of body sculpting here. This is all 3D printed, proprietary body created by Macabre, painted as well. What's unique about this body is the fact that it's completely custom and it has articulation as well. So it's the first that we've ever seen in the hobby, because usually, as you guys know, if you're in the 1/6, you usually have bodies that are purchased on eBay, and body sculpting is added to it and it's customized. But to have a fully proprietary body is a first. So shout out to Macabre for that. Here we have the glove. Make sure we get the focus going here because of the shiny blades. Make sure you guys get the angle. It's an amazing glove. Again, all custom. Blades are really nice. Again, I'm sorry guys because it's so shiny, the focus. But one thing, there's a lot of things that stand out, but one thing I love about this piece is how it's built and how it's constructed. The body proportioning and the waist to hip ratio and how kind of everything ties together. In other words, it looks like an actual human that is, for lack of a better word, fucked up in the form, and it looks proper. As you guys know, these aren't toys, these are posable art. And right here we got this really cool, I don't know, this looks like a hand that's being held together like with tendons, and kind of reminds me of the scene out of Freddy 3, the dude that jumped out the window and had all these strings coming out of him. It was like coming out of his feet, and we'll see a better look at it at some other angles. The other item here, the only item that isn't proprietary to this is the sweater from David Tucker. Shout out, Dave did a great job. Dave did the sweater and Macabre customized it and added some additional details. But Which you guys can see, it's cut up very nicely. The stripes look great. The tattering, the weathering, the frilling. Look at the body sculpt in there, guys. This piece is very overwhelming in terms of the detail. I don't think I've ever seen a piece with this much detail before. You guys can just take it in, take a look. Alright, here we go. Here's another look at the hands. I like the details on the hands and the fingernails, and you guys can get a better look at that. It looks like a cross he's holding on to. Really awesome, really cool. Here we have a prototype head that is similar to the run pieces that will be coming out from Macabre the Freddy, but it's a little bit different. The newer heads from the Freddy run will be revised, and they're just a little bit different than this, but kind of a similar flavor. But nonetheless, this is a mean head sculpt. Probably one of the best Freddy heads that I've ever seen, period, regardless of the franchise. And it has a really nice, gritty, mean look to it. Okay, guys, so let's take a step back and let's take a look at some angles, guys. Alright, so guys, disregard that gear, so let's take just another look at some side angle action here and get a better look at this hand with this sadistic, whoever created this is a sadistic mofo. Better look at the hands, and again, look at all the details matter, guys. You can't minimize the details. Look at the frilling and look at the tattering at the end of that shirt collar. All this adds to the overall presentation, man. If you guys can see from the sides, you guys get a better idea with the sheer amount of coloring and weathering detail that you can appreciate. This is not easy to do, guys, by any means, and anyone can throw paint and whatever it is that you put on these clothing to create a certain look, but to make it look realistic and lifelike, I don't know. I don't think it's easy, but they seem to make it look pretty easy. Again, this is how we're looking from the side. Again, a lot of tattering and frilling and dirt, and looks like it's been burnt, and it's just, this guy looks like he's truly coming from the depths of hell. Hopefully you guys can see the head sculpt with the lighting. I'm trying my best to. And the sculpt itself is just full of details, and it's a really good sculpt. So shout out to anyone that's on the run. I am myself, and I can't wait. Let's take a step back and take a look at some additional angles, guys. All right, guys. So let's quickly take a look from behind, and we better look at the tattering. We got some exposure points. Make no mistake, guys. I coined that term. So. Just kidding, guys. Look at all this detail, guys. Look at all this frilling. I like kind of the way that these clothes are disheveled and kind of, you know, all over the place. It really looks like he's just been being busy. You guys can see here, you know, much greater perspective of the or appreciation for the sculpting that we have here. You got the spine, you got all the skin texture that's been ravaged and burned and scorned, and again, all 3D printed, and you know, a body that's been put together that has articulation. Pretty much, there's really not much you can't do with this. The head is magnetized, and you know, the hands pop off, and yeah, I don't know what more can you want, guys. Again, here's a look at the dome piece. Let's take a step back right quick and look at one final angle, guys. Alright, so here's another look from the side. Get another look at the skeletal feet, and more look at the weathering and tattering of the clothing, and more exposure points that really show off and highlight. I'm a sucker for this type of shit, guys. The type of shit that just pops and shit that you don't see every day. It's not for everybody, you know. Some people like more subtlety, but you really got to appreciate this art, guys, because there's not too many people that can do it like this. Again, this glove is fully resin, 3D printed, 100% custom, blades, paint, everything. So again, sorry for the focus, guys. It's just so shiny. You know, I'm just trying to show it off as much as I can, but you know, again, nice and gritty. Again, this is magnetized. Just trying to show. I don't want to fuck this thing up. But you guys basically get the idea. It's very beautiful. Again, let's get this forearm sculpting. And let's just take a little more look at this head, man. Mean. So, shout out to anybody that's on the run again. Modified head, but similar to what we'll be getting in, so don't worry, guys. It'll be better if anything. So, again, sorry if it appears dark, but this is what we're working with, guys. So, and let's take a step back and let's wrap it up, guys. Alright, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Again, this piece, I mean, I reviewed a lot of pieces in my tenure, guys, and this piece was just overwhelming. There's just so much detail, there's so much going on with it, but yet it's easy on the eyes, it blends together very nicely, and then overall creates an amazing and stunning package. Again, congrats to the owner that is getting this. Shout out to Macabre Studios for creating a really amazing concept piece. I don't really do a rating scale often, but if you guys are just curious, this piece is an easy 10 out of 10. You know, if you factor in just presentation, overall value, price points, proprietary body, magnetized heads, hands, just love. Everything is just custom. So again, great piece. I'm very fortunate, very happy I had the opportunity to review this. Thanks again, Macabre, for allowing me to do so. And with that being said, that's about it, guys. So stay tuned. I got more content on the way. I have a lot of things going on right now, as usual in my life, a lot of transitions and stuff of that nature, but I'm still in this hobby, I'm still collecting, and I still got content, so just bear with me, guys, and I'll be doing my thing, and I got more videos, so especially for Macabre. I got a new Leatherface that I just got, some Chuckies that I just got, and more stuff on the way from Beto's ones and Partridge in the Pantry. So with all that being said, guys, I'll holler at you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.